Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Wednesday, February 20th. Well, after the impressive gains yesterday in the beans and the meal market, they continued in the overnight trade, not much backing on off. Beans up roughly a dime at this point in time, meal up around $5. While the corn and wheat market wallow. The soybean oil market was strong yesterday, but with the strength in the meal here today, oil down around 5 points. Spreads also continuing their strong trend from yesterday, old crop, new crop in the beans and meal. A lot of people returned from holiday, Brazil from Carnival, the Chinese from their lunar holiday, us from our president's holiday. Markets were on stagnation as far as export activity goes. That demand after coming back from the holidays by the Chinese returned to the U.S. with the announced sale yesterday of beans being sold to the Chinese out of the U.S. And with our tight carryout, we can't afford to be doing any more business considering our export sales pace to date and our crush. So as a result, us still doing bean business as opposed to it being shifted to South America as it's still early down there. Put a little bit of a fire underneath the beans, meal, and spreads. There was also talk that maybe Europe was also buying some meal from the U.S. as well. And we also continue to see the strong export number that came out yesterday on weekly exports. So we continue with the bean demand. We got to shift it to South America. How fast does that go? It's still only February. Most of that doesn't take place until the April-May time frame. So we can continue to play this cat and mouse game between us versus them having a supply and Brazil trying to get a supply. And what are the users in the world going to go and do if Brazil doesn't go smoothly with farmers selling, port strikes, loadings and shippings, things of that matter. A lot of wheat tender activity on the wires overnight. Talk of China buying some U.S., Australian, and Canadian wheat. Egypt put in a tender for wheat last night. We have Japan looking for wheat as well. But unlike the bean market, this demand doesn't seem to kickstart the wheat market. We continue to struggle with export demand for corn, even though the basis levels remain firm there. So anyway, a little bit of a mixed start. Beans and meal firmer. Oil, corn, and wheat mix. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.